Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Financial Consultant Scott podcast. In this episode, we're going to cover three important things. What is this podcast? Why did I create it? And what can you expect in the future? Let's start with number one. What is this podcast? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a script. I'm talking off the top of my head, and I'm doing my very best to create the value that I know you're wanting to get. So, when I think about what is this podcast, I see this podcast being something that I create for people just like you, where all the value that I create here is all wrapped around one key intention, and that is this. I want to create something that you can listen to on a consistent basis that will help you and support you to create the life that you truly want to live every single day. We're talking about a life that you can live at the effect of your own choices, where you can get up every day, you own your time, you control your time, and the financial aspect of your life obviously is impacted by every choice that you make in your life. And I know I kind of am rolling around in my mind about what I want to say and how I want to say this here, but this is as raw and unfiltered that I could think about, and I know that's what you want as somebody listening to this. You want real authenticity, spoken from the heart, where you know that I truly do give a crap about you and your future. And so what is this podcast? This is going to be a podcast that you like to share with your friends and family because you know that this content that I will be covering here with financial stuff, business stuff, life stuff, personal growth stuff, that is what this is all about here. Every episode, it will be my intention to always share with you at least one thing that you can take with you and implement into your life. And that one thing for this one episode, because I am promising you that right now, is this. Realize that in your life, you can create things any way that you want. And with your resourcefulness and your commitment to the end result, I know you can do it. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, I don't have the best voice, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. Well, listen, stop talking about and thinking about what you don't have. Look at what you do have. Get clear about what you want for your life, financially, personally, and all other aspects that you know you're present to right now. And just know in your heart that I believe that you can have what you want with enough resourcefulness, seeking out the resources, the mentors, and the people that are either directly in your life right now or that you will be introduced to in the future through many means and aspects. So that is what this podcast is. Again, to bottom line it for you, too long didn't listen. This is going to be a podcast that you enjoy sharing with your friends and family because you know there's true value here. It's going to impact your personal life, your financial life, and your business life in many different ways. Now let's move on to number two. Why did I decide to do this? Why did I decide to create a podcast just like every other Tom, Dick, and Harry that says they want to create a podcast? Well, I'll tell you. I'm somebody that you'll find out very shortly or very soon, especially as you work your way through these episodes, that I truly, absolutely love to help people get to where they want to go in their life, no matter where they are starting from. I am not a judge. God did not make me a judge. And I truly do want to do everything I can in my power to not only educate you for what I know and what I've experienced, but I also want to create something where you can take each episode and go, I learned this in this episode, and I'm so glad that I listened to it. And you getting that value from me ultimately helps me feel fulfilled, and I will never, ever get old of doing that for you and everybody else who listens to this episode, as well as this entire podcast. And again, every episode that I do, I may take some notes. It may be real, it may be raw, but more than often than not, as I'm creating the content for you through each episode, I will be 100% fully committed to delivering for you at least one thing that you can take away with and implement. So again, why am I doing this? To add value to people just like you who want to make their life better in their personal life, their business life, and their personal financial lives. I believe it's all connected, but we're going to maybe sometimes have to focus on one area over another as these episodes grow and evolve. Now, finally, what does the future of this podcast look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? Listen, I may right now can see something about what this future looks like for this podcast, but I know that your feedback is going to drive a lot of it. I know that the content I create myself is going to inspire you to reach out to me and tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see or what you want to see more of. And it's my true intention to make sure that what this podcast is and what it becomes and how it uses your feedback to create better content for you in the future. That's my intention. And so right now, I can see that there's going to be episodes about specific financial topics. I can also see there will be episodes about specific business topics. I can also see that there will be episodes where money and personal growth are going to come together based on my own personal experiences, other things that I encounter in my life, and everything in between. The future of this podcast is going to be driven by the content that I believe I want to create for this, as well as your feedback. And that's the truth. The truth of the matter is, I know that when I have an audience, and I know that as this podcast gets more popular by the day, by the week, by the year, your feedback and everything that you send me will inspire the next episodes. And I look forward to that, and I welcome that. So, if you are one of those people that have specific needs, wants, or desires, again, you can always email me at financialconsultantscott@gmail.com. Again, that's financialconsultantscott@gmail.com, exactly how it sounds, exactly how it's spelled. And I will make sure to look at that feedback and get back to you, as well as if I can't get back to you, I will make sure to let you know or eventually get back to you. And I know that was a whole blabbermash of words, but again, I'm just going right off the cuff here with you as real and raw that I know how to do. So to bottom line this for you, I created this to create value for you, positively impact your life now and in the future, and ultimately give you something to listen to where you will have at least one takeaway every episode to go and impact your life in a positive way with. With all that being said, I hope you make it a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye for now.